You see people that you can find that in churches, like a lot of people in churches, they are witches. Like people who practice witchcraft, they are very nice. They like prayer. They are very kind. They like giving. They like helping. They like mentioning God's name first. They like, you understand? They're like a wolf. They are cunning. They're like a snake. There are five or six stars. You know, there's a stars of ministry. You know, there's a star of leadership. There's a star of success. There's a star of marriage. There's a star, I'm gonna die. After this, they will kill me. You know, I know that after this, they will definitely kill me. And the Satanists that I exposed.
I'm greeting my brothers and sisters in Christ. Today I passed through this video. People may think maybe the stealing of destiny or swapping of stars is just a movie. It's just a, conspiracy theory, right? Come on, it's there and it's existing, okay? Listen to this person, how they steal stars, how they sacrifice for them, how, they're so obsessed, and how many types of stars are there. Please don't miss this. Make sure you get knowledge on this thing, okay? It's gonna help you a lot to set yourself free, to help your people who surround you, to help your family members. You're going to be a victor. You're going to be a winner in Christ, okay? And I would like to say that the one who is in us is greater than the one who is in the world. I have been facing a serious battle. I used to see maybe this is a small testimony, but believe me, the devil is afraid of it. Yes, thank you for your prayers, and let us listen to it.
I can take your star from you. Like, for instance, there's a word on the spiritual streets, There's a guy that used to be, that is called WHP.
Yeah.
That guy was shining in 2007. That guy was doing shows, was the first one to bring international artists, to make collaboration with international artists. He was the first one to do deals with brands. But however, there was someone that was looking at that was, I'm gonna go back to this thing of Illuminati that you're talking about, and making sacrifices. It's long been going on in South Africa. There was a young boy. You see people that you can find that in churches, like a lot of people in churches, they are witches. Like you'll find that like people who practice witchcraft, they're very nice. They like prayer. They are very kind. They like giving. They like helping. They like mentioning God's name first. They like, you understand? They're like a wolf. They are cunning. They're like a snake. You understand? And when they use you and they inflict you with demonic powers, you becoming, even though when you are the person that is good, you're becoming insulting. You become frustrated. So there was a young woman that sacrificed his son. That sacrificed his older son through a chicken ritual. So in this chicken ritual, the son, you go to a Satanist or to a medium or to someone that perform witchcraft, and then they went there, and then you have to eat the egg of that chicken, and then when you eat that egg of the chicken, she ate the child. You understand? And then, but the egg also symbolized that, okay, now you're gonna be, your younger child is gonna be very rich. It's gonna now take stars of many people. So immediately 2 years later, he got acquainted, but I don't know the person, the person's name, but he got acquainted with WHP. You understand?
So
what
WHP is from?
Yeah, so no, this person when this person came into WHP's life, WHP lost his endorsements. This person took WHP's star, you understand, and became a star themselves, you understand? And then, you understand, took that star from WHP. WHP ended up killing himself, you understand? Not because of anything. It's a similar thing that we discussed earlier on. You understand? He murdered him. You understand? It's suicide. And then again, there was a very rich boy that associated, that opened doors for him. He took that guy's star as well. You understand?
So this person came close to WHP.
Came close to WHP, took the stars of WHP, everything that WHP used to have, he took it. He took it and ran with it, and became people loved him also. You understand? And then he met a rich fellow. You know, I don't know if you know Ricky Rick. You know Ricky Rick?
Yeah.
Yes, and then he took his star as well, and he killed himself as well. You understand?
So this person, every time when he comes close to,
he will take your star.
People will take your star, and you will kill yourself.
You kill yourself, and then he went to. He was associated with AKA. He took it, but AKA is a different. How can I put this?
Breathe.
No, it's when God has an assignment for you. Like for instance, me, I'm supposed to die now. As I'm coming here, I was warned not to come here. Or I'm gonna die, because the Satanist. I've dreamt so many times. I dreamt about meeting you. I didn't meet you for a mistake there. That's why I approached you. I knew that I have to meet you and come. And then when you understand?
I told James this guy just woke up in the middle of show.
Of nowhere.
Nowhere, the crease.
Yes.
And I'm like.
Yeah, so when I saw you, I knew that, okay, this is the time. Because I have, I'm telling you now my story, I have a gift of prophecy. I didn't know before. That's why when I wrote that book, I didn't know that I have a gift of prophecy. I see things that are, but a gift of prophecy is like revelation. Things get revealed to you, but certain things that God allows them to reveal to you. I cannot come to you and say, can you tell me something? No. It was revealed to me when I met you that, oh, okay, these are the dreams that I was getting, that I'm going to sing guns every time, sing about podcasts. But after the podcast, they're going to hunt you. You understand? So even when I wanted to show you the curse, that's the sores that on my feet are not. It's not a sickness. You know, it's a woman that is a marine agent. I'm gonna get into that.
It's a long story, my brother. I think we're gonna have parts. We're gonna do.
Yes.
But right now, this continue. When I see that, there's a lot.
Yes.
But right now, so you mean I want you to clarify or explain the thing of taking stars.
Okay. So as I was saying, right? Then he took the star, I can take your name.
Then that person.
When I take your name, I can use your name and take your name. Your name is a very important. Like the lady that I met, she took my name. The only thing she wanted to know, what's your name? You understand? And I can also use your name for my advantage, for my fame, for my thing. So the same thing to AKA. And then they prophesied that he's going to die. If he lives by the gun, he's going to die by the gun, and he did die. You understand? And to not end it there, there's a guy that was also under his guidance. You understand? And this guy was lend the ropes. He did what he does to him. You know, a white guy that did that. And you know, Satanists, they don't like to be undermined. They don't like to be ridiculed. They don't like to be disrespected. They get pissed off. They're gonna destroy you.
They hate embarrassment.
They hate embarrassment. He died on that stage. That boy. He was going up. He was Costa stage. He was going up. That boy. He was going Acorn. He was doing things with Acorn. So a Satanist gets once he sees that, and they don't want you to use them. They want to use you, and he died on that. And then another actor that used his name, that insulted him. There's an old man that is called Patrick Shai. You know Patrick Shai?
Yeah.
He mentioned his name. He got pissed. A spirit entered him. He killed himself. And then another one, there's a guy that was doing very well. He had sneakers all over the place called Drip. Yeah, Drip sneakers and everything. His wife went on a podcast and he said that this guy started slaughtering chickens. You understand? He was not slaughtering chickens. When did he start slaughtering chickens? So when he started getting associated with him, he took his star now from him. That guy will never rise again now. He's going down with his, you understand?
He has a new brand.
Yeah, it has a new brand, but it won't be the same.
So when someone takes your star, there's
only one way is Jesus. Yeah, it's through Jesus Christ, and from there on also you must not ever do the will of the devil again. That's the most part, because once you do the will of the devil or make one mistake, they kill you. So to me, it's my star was taken. That's why I know these things. It was taken to the waters. My star. Everything about me was taken to the waters.
Ganja.
And then, so, for instance, I'm gonna make an example of about the guys that I already spoke about. You will be doing well in business, right? All of a sudden, you don't, you lose interest in everything. Like you start losing interest in everything. Your faith is gone.
I
Like,
just don't like to come to the podcast now.
no, you don't want to do anything. You understand? And then let's say in a relationship, it's going to enter your relationship. If you have there are five or six stars. You know, there's a stars of ministry. You know, there's a star of leadership. There's a star of success. There's a star of marriage. There's a star of offspring, and there's a star of empathy. Uthandwa ngabantu. So when I take the star away from you, people will stop loving you. Bayakuzonda nje abantu for no reason. You'll be childless. People will get married in your place. They will get married in your place. They will take your star and go get married with your star. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, in leadership, they will use your star in leadership. You'll find that if you are supposed to work maybe in government, a witch with no requirements will take your star and then get employed into government and go work there in government. If you are supposed to you know, whatsoever. But that's what happen when someone take your star. So I've just made some points because I know that I will forget. You understand? Yeah. Because particularly this point that we were talking about of taking stars. You know, so
these people who take stars,
yes,
where do they take it to?
Okay, as I said, there's a spirit in the waters called Mama. Sangomas go to the spirit. But Mamlambo. Other people call it Mamlambo. You know, other people, you understand, but it is a spirit that is there in the waters. That's why you'll find them going to the rivers. You know, taking your thing, like for instance, I will take a doll, tie it up, put needles there, and go through and go, and then all of a sudden you can't move. Your things are not going well, and I take those things. So I'm just gonna explain that is that spirit that gives them the power, the spirit that is in the rivers, in the waters, the spirit that is called Mama. You understand? So they go there and do rituals. There are a lot of rituals that
I want you to, because this information is very important, I want you to not rush it, and I want you to get maybe.
I'm gonna go point by point.
Yeah.
So because this is gonna be impossible for me to take it off the head, like I was just talking off the head of other things. So, firstly, like seduction and fornication. Remember the guy was here earlier on. He says he was a Christian, and then I just looked at him when he spoke that he was busy with girls and everything. Yeah. So seduction and fornication. They are called those things. You know, they are called marine agents. Those people. You understand? Ngabantu basebenzela imimoya yasemanzini. They work. When you think you're seeing a normal person, most especially in taverns and in clubs, and then someone will just be looking at you there. You know, get attracted. You know, they want to take the lifeblood, the sperm, out of you. They want to take the lifeblood. Once they get the lifeblood, they can do that now for their witchcraft purposes. You know. So, for instance, I'm at Liso. You know, me, I was taken. There was a woman that I was not even interested in. I just saw her in a place to drink, and I was not interested in her. And then we went about, I wanted a friend, and I ended up sleeping with both of them, you know? And then things started changing when she said, "No, man, there's a shirt. There's a just wanted just a shirt like this, maybe, like a shirt that you're not caring about. I love that shirt. I love you, and all those things. And me being gullible and naive, I gave her that shirt. After that, I lost my mind. I was crazy over her. I was thinking about her the whole day, all night. I loved her. I wanted to do everything for her. I started becoming a joke. Sending money, taking my last money. Like if I have my last 5,000, I would send it to her. Started losing my mind over her. She would ridicule me, doing so many things, but I'm not in control of that. She using the use of clothes. That's another way that they do, So they also take your soul and sacrifice it. So for instance, me, they will take your soul and sacrifice your soul in exchange for their power. And then take your soul and go there. When you're going to be something. Have you noticed maybe rich families or some families, and you don't understand, you think that they are spoiled, that this child that is spoiled, that is given. No, that child is not spoiled. The mother knows that, hey, there is a guilty conscience. Simsebenzisile, simthengisile, simsacrificile. So even by giving them that money, it's not to give him money. They know that even if you're going to report them at home, like drugs,
they still love this child and they don't discipline.
They don't discipline the child because they've made the child that way. The reason they are like that, when I came here, some random fellow was sitting next to, was helping me to get into here. Out of nowhere, he's telling me, my father killed my brother. And I said, hey, Nazo, listen, what does this person now see in me now to come and talk these things to me? My brother sacrificed my father sacrificed my brother. And he killed, sometimes we do not choose as families. But I did not divulge further, about my own situation, and story. Spiritual husbands as well. Spiritual husbands and spiritual wives, they can send dead spirits for you. And then all of a sudden, like ebusuku soloko kukho into ekuhluphayo unotikoloshe ulala naye. Ulala ebusuku ulala notikoloshe, uvuka ebusuku uhamba notikoloshe and everything. They've sent that spirit to you. You sleep with people in the night and all of those things. Also, it's the same purpose. They're sacrificing your spirit, to understand, to gain. And those are family altars most of the time. You'll find that it's done within families. So even alcohol, they can make you an unconscious witch, initiate you through alcohol. Like for instance, I would sleep, but I'll be going all around Joburg. While I'm at night, go around Joburg to see myself getting into a car with someone. At that time, I'm doing something. I'm doing a scene. They make you do a scene that you are unconscious. Yeah, while you are conscious, or while you're unconscious, so that they have the legal right to destroy you and kill you. You understand? The legal right to destroy you and take you also now in their world, so that you become now, when you die, to become that spiritual husband on another one, to become that witch on another person. So they will take you, commit accidents with your spirit at night. While you at night. So one thing that helped me, I fasted for 7 days. I fasted for 7 days in prayer. I fasted in 7 days in prayer. And then when I fasted, I felt something warm coming out, something very, very, very warm coming from the back of my ear until it came on the throat. When I spit, I just but when you look, I couldn't eat after that. My throat, I've got sores, in the throat. And a lot of things got exposed from that time. So now for the woman to be able to access me, it's because there's an access. There's somewhere there's a what you call a right. I've opened a right. There's something that I've done that I open a right, or the prayers I'm not consistent, because now once you get into that life, you cannot get out. I cannot get out now and say, no, I'm no longer now going to sacrifice my life to God. I'm no longer now going to serve God. I'm no longer going to pray to God. I can't do that. Once I start things, like I start slacking, that's where they get pissed off. After this, they will get pissed off. Once they get pissed off and you don't have the power, you don't have the protection, you are gone. And these are the spirits that are responsible for these things on my feet.
Because when it's hard to communicate with you, it's like even like I'm not gonna say the way we communicating, but it's very strange. I was like, James was telling me, like, how do you communicate? Because he got access to my everything. So like, how do you communicate with this guy? Yeah, so yeah, it's very strange. Yo.
Saying it's hard to communicate with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that a lot because I think so many things at one point and one time. I get many thoughts, and I can think many things in one time.
Mm.
Yes.
I mean, that means we're living in a dark world.
No, we're living in a very, very dark world, my brother. You know, we're living in a world that is full of evil. You know, we're living in a world that is beyond what you can think of. Things are not what we seem to see.
If people like become rich for killing other people and they still find that they sleep at night and they are happy.
My brother, all my life I wanted to know what is wrong with me because everywhere I go, people used to fight with me without doing anything. People used to hate me for no reason. People used to accuse me. People used to persecute me. People used to, out of no, I did not understand. At one point I said, no, I don't want to be associated with people that much because everywhere where I go, something wrong will happen. I survived so many assassinations. You understand? I survived so many. Here I was 4 years old here. You understand? You know a bread knife, electricity bread knife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is an electricity bread knife. Here, I was a car at a full speed. There's an accident. When I was like around about 6, that's the second assassination. You know, all the cars that I bought, they got destroyed in accidents. All of the cars that I bought got destroyed in accidents. And most of the accidents, I was supposed to die. But I came out unscathed. You know, I was stabbed by guys that were trying to rob me on the neck. I was stabbed on the neck by guys, but they stabbed the bone on the neck. And then when the blood gushed out on their faces, they thought I was dead, you know, and they left. So there's so many things that in my life I did not understand, but they were spiritual. And every time when I want to know and understand where do they come from, I did not understand them. You know, I saw, I've got an older brother than myself, you know. He opened a place, a tavern for himself, and his best friend got shot there in that tavern. You know, his child got burnt alive inside of a house. And
Wow.
Unexplainable. And I didn't want to go to the funeral. When I went to the funeral, an accident happened in my car, and my car got destroyed. You understand? So those are the things like that. A woman that moved on from him, she died, and the child, his son, that they have with that woman, he was in a very good school and everything. He started using drugs. You understand? So those are the things that I don't understand. Like, well, what's going on? You understand? My sister as well. You know, you'll find that these are the revelations now that started coming now, because I was started going mad. You know, losing my mind, and seeing things that are not that are not there. You know, after all of these things. You know, so my sister as well, she was raised by my mother's sister. She died, you know, because she started seeing abotigoloshe that were tormenting her, and then she died. You know, everywhere she went, people died. You know, my other cousin sister, she died under her watch. And when the child was born, she took care of that child. But I was worried because the child doesn't know, you know. And that child was supposed to play for rugby. He was supposed to be a good rugby player. And they took his star. You know, now it doesn't. It was very intelligent at school. Took his star. It didn't go to. It didn't. It just left school. He left rugby, and now her son is now a good rugby player because they took. Yeah, you understand. So I understood. I didn't understand what are these things going on. And when I exposed these things, that's when I started getting a lot of troubles. Lot of problems when I started asking these questions and trying to confront them, you know. So these are the things that are really mind-boggling, and
So this is your own family.
Yes,
Like, so now you have to move away from it.
I have to move away from them. I'm gonna die. After this, they will kill me. You know, I know that after this, they'll definitely kill me. And the Satanists that I exposed as well, they're gonna try. So if I'm not gonna be able to protect myself spiritually, I'm not gonna make it. But I had to come. But they disturbed me. I couldn't prepare for everything. They disturbed me the whole week. That they wanted to make sure that it's not gonna be. You understand what I'm saying? It's not gonna be what it's supposed to be. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So.
Because when I want us to get into the rituals,
Yes.
like
The rituals is like they take a dead pig and put it in a pole. You know, they will take a pig and took, like, for instance, the rituals that were done to me by various people, not I'm not saying my family, people. I've got a lot of enemies. What they did was take a live chicken and tear off its feathers, so that way they are stripping your dignity.
phew,
You
when they
understand?
strip this chicken, they strip your dignity.
Yes, they strip your dignity. You know, and then they will cast a spell. When you cast a spell, you must say certain things. There must be sound, drums, that is going to create a certain vibrations. You know, there must be candles, there must be salt, and all of these things. You know, and then they also took a chicken's feet and they tied it. So in that way, they bind you, like for you not to progress, for you not to move anywhere. And another ritual is they took the Ace of Spade. Yeah, you see Ace of Spade of Jay-Z. Yeah, that's witchcraft when they put that sign there. You know, so they took also Ace of Spade and they pour blood there. You know, so that that's for death. It's a death ritual. And then they also did there's so many things that they did. They took impondo. You know, they did a ritual with that as well. You know, the pig one, they did a ritual with that, and also amadliso. Amadliso, sometimes you don't have to eat. You're gonna dream eating. So I'll always have a dream like eat something, drink alcohol. Then after that you'll have something that controls you, like inside of you, that feel like a snake that binds you. Like inside of me now, there's always something that binds my heart. If I want to do something positive, that thing is going to bind me. It's going to bind me. If I'm trying to focus, let me say I'm trying to read, that thing is going to bind me. If I'm trying to worship and pray, that thing is going to bind. I'm going to see maybe a person with leopard skin, but it's a normal person with a leopard skin. You know, I'm going to see certain things. I'm going to see a goat head. I'm going to see stars of Satan while I'm trying to pray. So it means that now they've initiated me unknowingly, without my consent.
Consent.
You understand? Because why? Because of the of the destiny. Because of the things that I was destined to be.
So there are people who are just waiting to corrupt all of that.
Yes. For instance, I don't know the lady that just came and did this on my feet. I have no connection whatsoever with her, but she did that to complete her assignment. And it was effective. You saw how it is then. It's very, very bad. Every day it's becoming bad.
No, brother, I want us to continue on the next episode.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we have to touch on these rituals, and like a person who's watching at home now is like, hey, how can I fight back, or maybe my star was stolen? How can I take it back? And
the only way to do that, it's remember in the Bible when there was someone possessed with a demon, and they prayed for this person, and this person could not cast out the demon. The most effective way is fasting and prayer. Fasting and prayer, nothing else. That's the most effective way, and to surrender your life into Christ. You know, and finding the right spiritual home, because most of the churches are not what it seemed to be. They practice witchcraft, most of these churches, and they do idolatry. Like you'll see on the altar, you'll see someone's wife and his face there, and everything.
Pictures,
and all those things. So what you see in the front is not what is happening at the back. You know, so you have to find like a real proper church, and there are very few of them. Very few. If you get out of 100, it's like maybe 3 out of 100 that really can deal with these things. Because all the demons are happy with many churches. They are very happy. You know, people don't manifest in other churches. There's no such things of casting of demons or people manifesting, people showing signs that they are possessed. So that's the main thing that someone can do if someone is possessed. You know, that's the main thing that they can do.
So people, the only way to overcome this swapping of stars, stealing of stars, is by Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ said it by himself, "I'm the truth, way, and life." Okay, so if we want to live in a life whereby we are protected, we have to submit and surrender everything to Jesus Christ. Okay, don't think somebody's gonna help you. Nobody's gonna help you. No pastor is gonna give you oil to save you. No pastor is gonna give you brooms. They're so crazy. No pastor is gonna give you anything. The picture of a pastor. By the way, you have to be careful with these pastors. They initiate people without their knowledge. So please, I don't think people when they say they stole my star, like they have been caging my soul. Don't think it's just a movie or a conspiracy theory. These things are there and they're existing. Okay. You have to open your eyes. Call upon Jesus. He's able. Okay. Be quiet. Be still. And know that Jesus Christ is the Lord. Don't be afraid, man. Fear is of the devil. We have to overcome it because he overcame it on the cross for us. Hallelujah. Thank you so much. I love you, but Jesus loves you more. You know that? Yes. So because I can't die for you, but he died for us. It's amazing. Thank you so much.